Legends, Calvin here to go through for you some captain options for round 2. I was cold on him last week. I'm hot today. Touk Miller will go nuts against Melbourne, who are one of the easiest, if not the easiest team for midfielders to score against. Round 1, what happened? Well, Bailey Smith 154, Jack Macrae 120, plus 4 other Bulldogs hit a ton as well. Touk, he played him last year. He had a 135. And the thing is, for the big fella at home, last year he averages 127. Number 1 captain option, lock him in. It's a Saturday night game. The number 2 option in the same game has to be Petraka. Now, he is coming off a 142, 136 against the Suns. My third best pick is Clayton Oliver. Now, he only had 102 last week, but against the Suns, in his last 4 games, he's hit 150 twice. How do you like those apples? Jack Steele, look, he was okay last week. Now, he only let himself down with 1 bad quarter. So up until the 3rd, and then in the 4th, he was going about 30 points a quarter, which is okay. It's his 120. But it was in the 3rd quarter there that he really went quiet. So that's okay. 107, he had 134 against, who's he got here? Freo? Yeah, he's got Freo. Sunday night, last game of the round. So you'd expect him to come home strong. I like Jack Macrae up against Carlton, but that's a little flag in itself, as Roy would like to say. Richmond last week only had 1 guy go over 80 against the Blues. Now, the Blues are obviously flying at the moment. Richmond are not as much, but last year against against Carlton, I think he had 101, but he's coming off 120. His preseason games have been great. He will be my VC. Josh Dunkley could also be your VC if you want to do that. Now, he last played against the Blues back in 2019, and he had a 158. Over his career, they are his number 1 favourite team to score against. It's worth saying with Jack Macrae as well, he's played against Carlton 10 times in his career. Never, ever, ever in his life has he ever gone under 100. A couple of guys talk about as well that would make my top 10. Check out the table there, which shows you a bit more. Ollie Wines, I think he's going to be fantastic. Josh Kelly up against Richmond, based on the fact that Carlton had 4 tons against Richmond last week. Kelly's last 3 against them, 141, 115, 149. Lachie Neale, Essendon, one of his favourite teams to score against. And Aaron Hall has averaged 121 at Marvel last year. Now, the way he got going, I think he had like 90 points at the half. Great captain option, Sunday afternoon game for that one. And Zach Merritt would round out my 10 there as he takes on Brisbane. 119 last week at Marvel. A couple of really good scores his last 3. Nothing under 109. Let's have a quick chat about Max Gawn. Geez, the thing is, Nick Nat only managed 48 last week against Jared Witts, and Max has had a 79 himself. So for me, that's a no, but he did have 51 points in the second half. So as long as he's got those dinner plates taped off his hands, he should be okay. Grundy hasn't hit a ton against Riley O'Brien in his last 2. And Meek last week against Riley O'Brien had a 67. Grundy, 96. That is how it plays out this week. Fingers crossed we get some more bloody big scores on the card and not relying on these rookies to get it done. Good luck.